tips for Kassel. In beautiful northern Hesse lies the city of Kassel, which at first glance seems inconspicuous. But it has more to offer than you might think at first. With more than 200,000 inhabitants, Kassel is the third largest city in all of Hesse. In the city there are many castles and residences, and Kassel also has the title Documenta city. What else there is to discover and experience here is explained in detail below. The Eckstein, traditional dining in Kassel. The Eckstein restaurant is located relatively centrally, close to the city center. So after the meal, a little stroll through the city is a good idea. Here you will find home-style cooking at more than fair prices. Most dishes can be chosen in the large or small version. There is a lunch menu and always a monthly special. The interior is quite rustic, yet invites you to feel at home. The restaurant has been run by the same family for more than 20 years, which adds to its charm. The Hercules, above the rooftops of the city. Anyone who comes to Kassel should not miss the Hercules in any case. This landmark of the city consists of a copper statue of the demigod Hercules. This is located in the mountain park Wilhelmshöhe. The statue stands on the giant castle. In summer, water games take place here, which offers an adventurous spectacle. These have been taking place since 1714. In addition, you have a breathtaking view from the foot of the Hercules. The Lion Castle. No less imposing than the Hercules and the water games is the Lion Castle. It, too, is located in the mountain park Wilhelmshöhe, directly at the edge of the Wolf Gorge. It looks like a knight's castle from the deepest Middle Ages. Inside, however, it looks quite different. Here, princely living space is offered with Baroque pomp. The castle was also only built in the 18th century, so it is still relatively well preserved. The Documenta, a feast for art lovers. The Documenta is the most important series of exhibitions of contemporary art in the world. It takes place every 5 years and lasts for 100 days. The first exhibition of this kind was held in 1955. The exhibition is spread over various locations throughout the city. In 1992, however, a specially built Documenta hall was added. The Fridericanium. The building was completed in 1779 and has been a museum building since then. The location of the building is at Friedrichsplatz, exactly between the former Old Town and the Upper New Town. Since 1988 there are always changing exhibitions of contemporary art. On Saturdays, especially families with children are welcome here. Always from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., children can let off steam in the Fritzi. This is an art workshop for children from the age of 6. Here they can think and act quite freely. Children's birthday parties can also be celebrated here. The Orangery in Kassel. Between 1703 and 1711 this imposing building was built. It is a Baroque palace that attracts many visitors and tourists to Kassel every year. During the Second World War, the building was severely damaged by an air raid and then provisionally rebuilt. In 1955, the Orangery was used as an exhibition venue for the Federal Garden Show and Documenta. In the 1970s, the former exterior appearance was then completely restored. Today, the building houses the Astronomical Physical Cabinet. It also includes an impressive planetarium. It is intended that the Orangery culture will be resumed. Citrus plants are to overwinter again in a part of the Orangery, and in summer the rooms are to be used for events. Since 2008, classical open-air concerts have been held on the lawn in front of the Orangery, attracting numerous visitors every year. The Ottoneum in Kassel. The Ottoneum is the first fixed theatre building in all of Germany, and is now used as a natural history museum. It was built under Landgrave Moritz between 1603 and 1606 and named the Ottoneum after Otto, the Landgrave's favorite son. It is centrally located in Kassel, on Steinweg in the city center. Right next to it is the Kassel State Theatre. The building has 3 floors, which house permanent exhibitions. These have as their theme changes in the understanding of nature over the centuries. Some of the exhibits are more than 400 years old. One of the most important exhibits is the Ratzenberger Herbarium, which is the oldest herbarium in Germany that has been systematically compiled. Other important exhibits are the world's first wooden library by Carl Schildbach and the Goethe elephant. Karlsaue State Park. If you want to relax a little in the green after a busy day in Kassel's city center and the numerous museums, the Karlsaue State Park is just the place for you. The park is 1.50 square kilometers in size and has been part of the European Garden Heritage Network since 2009. It is a public, actually once Baroque and inner-city green space in Kassel. The Karlsaue is located in the River Fulda lowlands of Kassel. It extends to the Friedrichsplatz. There are numerous bodies of water here that have been artificially created. This allows the flora and fauna to develop better. The Karlsaue is also home to the Orangery, so it is worth visiting this park even if you want to see it. There are numerous small sandy paths that can be used to roam the green area for several hours. There are pedestrian bridges over which you can reach the neighboring floodplain of the River Fulda. Along the floodplain dam and in the Orangery there are also restaurants and cafes where you can comfortably stop, should you feel a small or even larger hunger. Pfeffermühle restaurant. In Frankfurter Straße 29 is the Hotel Good, to which the restaurant Pfeffermühle belongs. This is one of the culinary centers in all of northern Hesse. Here there is a successful mixture of regional dishes and international dishes, so there is something for everyone. Whenever possible, the chef uses regional organic products, so nutrition-conscious guests are also very welcome here. There are several rooms where guests can feel at home. A rustic room is just as cozy as the modern hall, which is more open in design. In summer you can also make yourself comfortable on the terrace. Gutshof restaurant. At the foot of the romantic mountain park Wilhelmshöhe, in Wilhelmshöhe Alley 347A, you will find this prestigious restaurant. Within walking distance from here are the Castle and the Kurhessen-Therme. Here guests can dine princely in historic walls. Already in the times of the Hessian Elector, the building served to supply the castle with fresh food. Even then, what is still true today was true: the very best is just good enough for the guests. The distance from the Wilhelmshöhe train station is just 500 meters and a large parking lot is available for motorists. As you can see, Kassel is always worth a visit. Here you can spend a few beautiful days, which want to be filled with visits to the numerous museums and castles and magnificent buildings. The Hercules should be the highlight of any visit to Kassel. If you need some rest after all the hustle and bustle in the city center and the museums, you will find it in the Karlsaue State Park. There you can stroll for hours and enjoy the nature. Afterwards, it is easy to endure in one of the numerous restaurants and cafes, where you can fortify yourself a little.